So what is up, guys? This is Nick here from Everything Tech, and welcome to this iPhone iOS 9.3.2 versus iPhone 5S iOS 9.3.3, the latest official release versus video speed test comparison. You know how we do it around here. We just want to look at a real world look at between the slightly older version of the software and the just released 9.3.3. Now, you know, on this channel I don't mess with iOS 10 betas right now because I wait for the official releases. They're more stable in my opinion. Now, I know a lot of people are saying they're pretty stable already, but I just don't prefer to mess with the iOS 10 right now. I want to wait for the official release. So anyway, with that being said, on the left is the older version and on the right is going to be the newer version of iOS. So let me go ahead and let's go ahead inside here. And what I want to do first before we start doing this test is I want to clear the RAM on both of these. So I'm going to clear the RAM first here on the iPhone iOS 9.3.2. Let me go ahead and clear that really quickly. That's cleared. Now let me go ahead and clear the RAM on this one as well. Let me go ahead and clear that. Make sure that this one is cleared, so this is a totally fair test. There is nothing holding in the background. So let's go ahead and power these guys off first of all, and let's see which one boots down quickly first. Well, actually, it's not a test to see which one boots down. We're actually going to do a boot up test in a second here once these are both powered down here. So iOS 9.3.3 brings some bug fixes to the table and some performance fixes. And a lot of people are reluctant to update to, latest versions until they can see through video, what, improvements there really are. And that's what I hope this video does here today, is show you if it's going to be worth to update. So let me go ahead and power both of these guys on here and see which one gets there first. Now, both are rocking the same internals. These are both iPhone 5S's, just one's rocking the newer software and one's rocking the older software. So let's see if the software makes a difference on the boot up times here. And my opinion is probably not, but we're gonna have to see. Opinions is worth nothing when the facts will be proven right here. So let's find out what happens here. And but still, my guess is going to be the iPhone 5S iOS 9.3.3, but that's just probably a bias towards the fact that it's a newer version. And obviously that was a bias because iOS 9.3.2 booted up first here. Now let's go ahead and go into both of these devices and let me go into the settings so we can see which versions we're running. So like I said earlier, I've been saying it throughout this video that this one is running iOS 9.3.2. So you can see right there, iOS 9.3.2. Let me focus in a little bit. That's 13F69 here on that 5S. Let's come back out and let's go back into this one here. And you can see on this one, we are running iOS 9.3, 13G34 here. Okay, so let's close out the settings here, and now let's just get into an application test. And this is what we really want to see, is if this is going to be an increase in speed here. So let's go into calendar first. Make sure everything is closed out here on both of these devices. Go into calendar. I missed the tap on the first app. Wow. Let's go into calendar. And that looked a little bit quicker on the right in my opinion. Let's go into clock. About dead even. Let's go into calculator. Tell me if you guys are seeing anything different, but that looked like the right to me. Let's go into settings. That looked about even. But going home, it seems like 9.3.3 is quicker. Let's go to camera there. A little bit faster on the right in my opinion. What about taking a photo? Do that again. Looks like it's a little bit laggier on the right here. But let's go into YouTube. That wasn't fair. Once again, let me go ahead and close out YouTube, do that one more time. This is not as easy as it looks behind the camera, trust me guys. Let's go into YouTube right there. And that looked way ahead on this guy here on 9.3.2. So third-party apps, that's probably gonna vary depending. But every time, if you're noticing, every time we're going back out, iOS 9.3.3 is there quicker every single time. So let's go into PyGeek here. And that looked to be about dead even, in location asking there, but about dead even here on both of these devices. Let's go home one more time. And you can see every time 9.3.3 is going back on the home. And that does make a difference because, when you're trying to go back home, that's when you go back to your next app. So I think that does make a difference, and that is a slight increase in performance if you ask me. The boot up speed doesn't really matter too much because how often do we really boot up our phones? And that was only like a 1 second difference. So you can see browsing was about even there. Now let's go to speed test, and I'm going to test the one on the left first and then test the one on the right. Now I know a lot of people are thinking that doesn't the Wi-Fi, the hardware matter? Well, it can matter, but the software can cause some Wi-Fi issues as well. This happens many times on a lot of Android phones, and there has been Wi-Fi issues and Bluetooth issues on the SE in the past. That's why they did the quick update for the SE when it dropped. So Wi-Fi can be an issue through software. We're going to see which one pulls in better Wi-Fi speeds here on the speedtest.net here. But it looks like we're getting about 15.25 here on the 5S 9.3.2. Let it come in just a little bit more here. And let's get on that upload really quickly. My guess is this one's gonna do better, but that's just because I'm thinking the 9.3.3 is a better update. I have noticed a little bit increase in performance. But you know what? This one showed that it's not, that far behind with the boot up test. It did win on the boot up test. So we do have 15.28 and then 12.23. Let's see if the iPhone 5S over here can beat it. Let me go ahead in settings and turn this screen on a longer time because it keeps turning off on me during the middle of the video. Let me go into display here. Well, it's not display, it's general. Let me go down here, put that auto lock on 5 minutes because that's getting on my nerves. And wow, do you see how much this iPhone 5S on the right is killing this one? Let's go to results here. You can see 15.28 on the download and then 78 on this one. So, I don't know what's going on there. They both have the same technology inside, but this one is just destroying this one on the download speeds and it actually lost on the upload. So neck or neck, give or take. This one won on the upload, this one won on the download. So, I'm not gonna say there's a clear winner there, but overall that was pretty much what they performed like there. Let's go into Amazon now. And it looks about even. So that was about even. Let's go into eBay. Let's see which one gets there first. That was the left if you ask me. Let's go back home. Once again, home every time on 9.3.3. Looks like about even there on the weather application. Let's go into Viber. And you could see Viber on the left, it looks like. So give or take, some third-party apps have been more optimized for 9.3.2, and that's to be likely because, this version just dropped. And Temple Run looks to be loading on the right there quicker. Let's go to Stack really quickly and see how fast this application opens up here. And you could see about the same there. Let's go into App Store and let's cap this video off with the App Store. And it looked like that was the right, but you can let me know if you think there was anything different. So let's just do a little bit of multitasking now before we cap this video off. Let's go into calendar and let's go into clock here. And you can see about the same on the multitasking. I'm not seeing any differences here on the multitasking for both of these devices. Maybe a little bit smoother on iOS 9.3. I see a little tiny hiccup when going backwards on 9.3.2. So I'd say maybe a little bit better here on 9.3.3. So what's the moral of this whole, entire test? What is the results, in my opinion, of this entire test? Well, basically, iOS 9.3.3 is a more stable operating system. We've seen it in the fact that it's going back into the home screen first, which is always a sign that it's a quicker operating system. That reminds me of what the iPhone SE did to the iPhone 5S in my iPhone 5S video. And if you remember correctly in one of my previous versus videos, the iPhone 5S in gold here did beat the iPhone 5S in silver here when it was on an older version. So this is a great improvement. If you guys are thinking about update, go ahead and do it. I think you're gonna enjoy it. It's pretty much the same. You're not gonna notice any visual changes like you are in iOS 10 coming here in a month or two. But you will notice, even more stable performance on top of your already stable performance. Give the developers a little bit of time to update their applications for iOS 9.3.3. And once again, you're just gonna have a great experience here on iPhone 5S. And that's pretty much gonna wrap it up. If you guys have any questions, thoughts, concerns on these devices, anything you saw that I didn't saw, please drop it down below for other people to find out. If you have any jailbreak information, go ahead and drop that down below in the comments as well. Click the like button for me if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to the channel for more technology videos like this. Have a great day wherever you are. I will catch you all in the next one, and peace.